Yeah, get out.
And get it out and push out the Omega car, and we could try to drive it today in the parking lot. Do we think it has some brakes? Super rare car, hasn't driven in 25 years, and here we are.
We'll need a nice shower.
Look at your hair, dude. Oh, man. I don't have that problem. We are back with this awesome mid-engine American V8 prototype car, the Guanci. This car was donated to Genius Garage from the original family, and in the last video you saw it get washed and started up for the first time in decades. And the car did amazingly. Of course, it's got the 4-liter quad cam, the Oldsmobile Aurora V8, which is basically the same architecture as the Cadillac Northstar engine. It's quite interesting. It was later upgraded to that. And as you can also recognize the Alero wheels, I think, which actually look really good. When this car was new, they cost something like 4 or 5 times what a Corvette was, which probably has to do with some reason why they didn't sell but a few of them. There's also some financial issues and gas crunch time and all that led to the company not taking off. But this is really a tremendously built car. One thing I have to clear up, it is actually a steel monocoque chassis, not an aluminum one. Later I'll show you pictures, but in much the same way, the chassis this is built like the original Ford GT40s. So it's really interesting, and it's exceptionally rigid. So that's one of the things about this. In no way is it like a kit car. So I hope nobody thinks that. This is truly a production-worthy, basically a prototype car. And frankly, the quality level of this for the time period, the late 70s, early 80s when it exists, is at the top, because its competitors would be something like this, the Ferrari 308, which of course is handmade with the steel tube frame, the steel body of this one. And it's a kind of a masterpiece of that handmade way. But it's also a silly Italian car that likes to fall apart. Whereas this thing, I would say of its competitors at the time period, you might think the Ferrari or a Porsche 928 or the Chevy Corvette, the late C3s, or even something like a Maserati Merak or a DeLorean. The build quality of this is as good, albeit a little different construction methods, of the Porsche 928. So I'm here with the Genius Garage students in 2024. Of course, remember Richard and Shannon. And hey, Sean, what's up?
How you doing?
Okay, so what's the step on it today? So it actually runs now, but now we got to make it nicer. So what are we going to do?
Getting rid of the rat smell.
Yeah.
Keep it clean.
That's the problem with leaving the car sit for a long time. It does smell a little like a hamster cage, but fortunately, the leather is super nice. And Sean was working on that, so I brought some of my car care products. You can see this. The leather's actually really supple and nice, and it's actually going to smell good and look good. But we want those carpets to be daisy fresh, which they're not from sitting for so long. So we got that, but what else are we going to do to it? I think, we're changing oil,
Yep.
coolant, bleed the brakes, and then what were the other things we were going to hear today?
Some fuel cleaner to clean out the fuel system.
Yes, we have fresh fuel and cleaner, so we're going to run that.
Hood struts.
Yes.
We have hood struts coming. So basically, we're just freshening everything up and making it nicely, and then we'll assess it and drive it. So a driving episode, probably the next video, but today we're just going to make it nice. So I'm thinking, Richard, you and me, let's go over to storage and grab the corrugated hoses from Crush Proof Tubing Company. Yes, if you need tubing without the cost of prototyping, call Crush Proof Tubing. You're welcome, John. So we're going to go get some of that so we can ventilate the smell out of here, so we can run it, let it heat soak, see how things are doing, while it gets some fresh fuel running to it, so that'd be great. And then beyond that, let's just make sure we're not getting a ventilation, so we'll open some windows too. Yeah. But start cleaning. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Bam. I'm gonna walk away now. Might have lost its prime. Oh, it's showing half a tank of fuel now. That's cool. You ran last week. Let me see if it's a fuel priming thing. I'm listening to the fuel pump.
Yeah. It's distributing fuel.
Does it sound like it's building pressure yet?
Yeah, it's got fuel in the line. It's building pressure.
It wants to do a little more now.
Do you have like a flex clear mode? You can like try that.
A what?
Flex clear, like by putting the gas all the way in to get like the whole fuel.
I don't think the fuel's getting to it yet.
Anymore in there.
It's something with pop.
Yeah, see, I think it needs to prime. I think it needs to build fuel pressure. Probably not running all cylinders yet. Alright, I'm gonna open up the window.
Actually, coming up.
That's okay, that's just an Indian. Kind of settled down to a better auto. Yeah. Okay guys, so we ran it for a little bit, got the water temperature up to 160 to keep it kind of chill. What all did you see and what happened?
much smoke.
Yeah, that's really
Where did smoke come from?
I think it's just from the exhaust. It's wafting through the trunk here. You
Yeah,
might
there's a
still
little bit
see
of-
it. It's
little
kind
bit
of
going
comes
on.
through here. It just kind of wafts out this way.
I was thinking, so it appears that both of the banks of the V8 here comes together in a Y. Hopefully we can see this. Right here, you guys can maybe see that. Let me point to it. So there's one bank, there's the other one to a flex point. Goes 180 degree bend to this catalytic converter. Another 180 degree bend over here to the muffler, and then it'll come out. So we're thinking that the smoke was just like dust and stuff on the cat over all the years.
Yeah.
just burn it off.
Okay, so we saw that, but that seems okay. It came down idle at like 800 RPMs,
Something like that.
750.
something like that. And then I just barely touched the throttle here, and then it died.
Yeah.
Yep.
Choked out.
So I went and restarted it, and it started right back up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started
Okay.
And then you ran for a while.
And then I was doing at lower RPM, after I got a little more temperature in it, at lower RPM I was going from like 1500 RPM to 2500, but like rolling into full throttle to try to get fuel to open up. Just the passages and stuff to get things to open up and flow some fuel and cleaner through it. We get the seafoam stuff in, hopefully that helps. So we just shut it down to look at it more. What do you guys think for a good next step? So it's running again. It seems like it loses its fuel system prime when it sits.
Yeah.
But with some luck, with the fueling system, having fresh fuel, maybe cleaning things out, maybe some of those things will come back to life as we use it. What do you want to do for the next step? Oh, Shannon, you were testing that enzyme cleaner on the old fabric.
Yeah.
So this was on the dash, you guys, and some of it was chewed up. So we're using this now as a test. Did you actually like wipe it out and stuff?
I haven't wiped it down. I just sprayed it in. And
Got it. We're using this stuff on it. All right. Well, do you want to experiment with that, and then you're gonna try tough stuff on it
I
also?
used both already on it.
Did you put the
Oh, you
stuff
did?
on the glue?
Where'd you do the tough stuff?
this?
The whole area?
Yeah,
Did you like wipe it yet?
Right
I
side
just went
and left
online
side.
and haven't wiped. I just let it soak because
Okay.
you're supposed to let it soak.
Okay. Do you want to get some of the new rags that we got and just keep to work on it and see what it does?
Let's see if it pulls anything.
Okay. And then, you know what we could do? It wouldn't really be that hard. I could fire up the rolls and get it out and push out the Omega car, and we could try to drive it today in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Do we think it has some brakes?
It did have brakes last time.
enough to like.
But it wasn't running. It's vacuum brakes, so it should be better.
Yeah, it should be better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get at those things, and then we can boop around with it. We don't have the seats in, so I guess we'll just sit on the floor. Yeah. Cooling fans are actually running. Yeah, it's running. There's probably seats in. Oh, with no seats, I got the low riding on. I'm in a left foot rig right now. About 185 degrees right now. Water temp. Brakes, being gentle. Hasn't run or driven in 20 years, at least. More like, I would say a minimum of 25 years since this thing's probably running. That's when the insurance or registration will last was doing. All right, I'm gonna turn around right here. I'm watching the water temperature here. Man, this is cool. A super rare car, hasn't driven in 25 years, and here we are, getting the first drive. All right, I'm gonna go down here and turn around, and then kind of see if it'll shift through some gears. But I want to go that way, in case there would be a problem with the brakes or something. That way, the worst thing that happens is we shoot in a farmer's field right around in that thing. Probably wants to get moving for water temperature. And then we're gonna shut down in a second. All right, hang on. Let's see. Oh, she's golf shopping with us. It took throttle. Okay, we'll do that again, and then we'll come back and park it. That'll be a full heat set. Here we go. Okay, we'll stop it here. Turn it down. Okay, let's check out the engine bay. It's hanging out at like 185 for a while, so I don't know how great the cooling system is in this, so that's why I want to stop it. Somebody open the engine bay, please. And just let air out. It's good heat soak it, you know?
Oh, it looks like it don't have a full.
Yeah,
It's not full.
It went down. Okay, that's fine. Did you see that? How the coolant level's down a little?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, at least we got some temperature in it. Hey, Sean, how'd you like the ride?
Felt good.
Yeah, what
Actually,
felt good about it?
No, it felt like it had a little bit of, felt like it gets it.
Shut up. What'd you think?
What? I didn't ride along. What?
Well, how'd it look?
Oh, it looks beautiful.
It does.
Did it sound cool?
Sounded cool.
Yeah, did it? What sounded good about it? You know cars.
It's just, I don't know, it had a nice little throatiness to it.
You can hear on the outside?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Was it more intake noise or exhaust noise?
I think it was
Mostly intake.
We got cool intake noise in here when I got on it, you know?
Big filter. It does sound good.
Well, you can hear it. It's got that big intake with filter right here to cold air intake, which intakes, presumably, can you see my hand? Where's the hole? There.
I'm straight through there.
Can you tell I'm flipping you off? So yeah, that's what the intake noise will be like right by the driver, so that's cool. Okay, so next step. What should we do for next step?
Oil change.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What else?
I can figure out the.
How did the brake feel?
It's not that bad.
Okay.
I think if we bleed it, it's gonna be great.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it could be like a little low. Maybe we just need to bleed it. Plus, if you look at the rotors, I mean, they've been sitting for a long time. This is the first time they've been used in forever. Okay. Transmissions felt fine, so I don't see any problems.
What about the power steering you mentioned?
Yeah, power steering. When I turn it and kind of hold it there, it kind of be like duk, 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 kind of a funny like pumping, thumping feel. Power steering fluid's fine. So I say like this, but I'm just not gonna worry about it right now and see if it clears up. Maybe it's got maybe it pumps air or something occasionally, so something like that. So, all right. So oil change. Yeah. You know how to drive automatic, right?
You know, it's been a minute.
Okay, so we tested it around the parking lot. You know, obviously it's got brakes and it runs and stuff like that. So we changed oil, fresh filter, fresh oil. A little bit of a lifter tick when things sit. I know that Volkswagens and Porsches like to have that, so hopefully that goes away when it heat cycles a little bit and whatnot. You know, it takes throttle, so it seems like it's working. There was a bubble in the cooling system. It didn't get hot, but it was starting to get to a point where I thought, let's just stop and look. But it does appear there was a bubble where the thermostat was. So I cracked that line open, held it while I poured in fresh, coolant water to the mix right. We actually added some water yesterday, so today we had some coolant, so it'll all even out just to see and test. When test the systems like that initially, kind of let it flush. And then, like I said, we just did the oil. So, Aishan, how about you start that thing up? Okay. And we'll see what it does in terms of heat cycling and whatnot. Unfortunately, we spilled a little coolant because the overflow bottle is difficult to get to. Here we go. It's in park, right?
Yeah, I think it is. It's
Fire it up.
which way does this thing go?
He's got to aim downward.
There we go.
Stop. There you go.
It sounds so different. It's like you can barely hear it when it starts or catches.
Because it's quiet?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't fire it. Why don't you go ahead and just check the oil level right now? I'm sure it's fine, but why don't you go ahead and check it? Turn that off. Just turn it off so it stops making noise. You have to remember that we were talking to Shannon about that little silver lever you have to push down?
Oh,
And turn it.
there we go. I see now.
Just wait. We're not doing anything. She's checking the oil. Where's that? Just wipe it off and start again.
Yeah, it looks kind of low. But I'll double check.
Well, I imagine it is because we only put in a minimum after the change. It's got enough to pick up in the sump, but
Oh, it's low.
is it at the very bottom mark?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So add one more
It's at the
quart.
add.
That's fine. We just changed oil. That's pretty
Yeah, there's
normal.
a pocket of air in the filter too, so.
Of course. There you go. But gently touch this. Look at the coolant flow. It's flowing now and it's like roasting. This is the flow. Does this thing have a heater? Here's what we're gonna do. Heater, we're gonna go to warm. And then off vent, heat. Wow! Yuck! Get out!
I held my breath. I'm gonna need a nice shower.
Don't have your hair, dude. Oh man. I don't have that problem.
You're lucky, man. You're lucky.
It's losing. The beeping is annoying me. So when I'm clicking over the RPM relay, that's supposed to pressurize the fuel system, so you can hear the fuel pump go. If it goes and it doesn't sound labor, just that's fine until it gets to the point where it's but it shouldn't stop. This one's stopping. It's going which makes me wonder if a fuel pressure regulator has gone to pot. Now, you guys were trying to clean up a little bit of that coolant that got spilled, so I wonder, have we bumped something? Like this right here is a fuel pressure regulator, this little thing here.
Okay.
So this is most likely the fuel return line, and it's vacuum operated there. Yeah. There's this, which is a place where we can test fuel pressure. So we can maybe do that next time. But there's lots of things that could have happened. See, there's the fuel pump's right down here, right?
Yeah.
And there's old crap in here. And the other problem is there's no telling what we have dislodged.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a lot of crap in here. Everything about the fluids and stuff in this has been very nice because it wasn't like an everyday production car with a zillion miles. I mean, the odometer on this thing literally shows 206 miles, period. Not 206,000, 206. So let me try the fuel pump again. Sorry for my voice cracking. I lost my voice totally this weekend. The race. It builds pressure and then it dies.
Yeah. Yeah, those last few times you turn the key, it just goes, and it just stops.
Like, it's got enough to run from residual pressure in the rail, but why would it not keep going? Because if I hit the fuel pump again now, I bet you it'll not have pressure. Boy, it's hard to hear, isn't it?
Yeah.
There. It's got no fuel pressure. It only has residual pressure and then nothing.
Yeah.
So the question is why?
Right.
Well, with this type of system, it does have a return line, I believe, because this is the fuel feed line, and then this one is definitely the return line on the other side, and there's the pressure regulator, this thing right here, right?
Mm-hmm. Want to get in that angle? My eyes can't see that.
We'll come back to you because now we have to look at our video and see what kind of filter it is because we couldn't see it. So you all know what it is, and now you think we're idiots because you see it and we didn't get to see it. That's not very nice. So when you come back to next video with Gina's Garage and the Guanci, I hope you will be kinder. See you guys next time.
Drive to the right, to the right, chauffeur. More right, like Fox News right. Let's go. Far right, please. All right. That's too right. I can't handle it. Okay. Go left, fool. CNN. CNN to the left. To the left. Straight. Straight.
Wow, going straight during Pride Month? How dare you?